This is CTrautman. This is the kidney dissection practical for Biology 221 lab. And this is the kidney, which I said already. Just on the outside here, we can observe the renal capsule, which I've actually pulled away, this dense irregular connective tissue here that covers the organ. And then this indent here is the renal hilum. Right, I'm going to flip it over here. My initial cut didn't give me the structures I wanted. My kidney was sort of mushed in the bag, so I continued to kind of just slice away until I got to what I needed to be able to see here. Again here, this is the hilum here. This is the ureter we see coming out here. I did slice into that, and we can see that it is continuous with the renal pelvis, which is this section here. The cortex is this outer edge, and you can kind of see kind of the fine striations. Again, the capsule here, which I've pulled away from the body of the organ. So the renal cortex, the renal medulla is this slightly lighter colored portion here. You can see it's smoother than the outer portion. These sections here are the renal pyramids. You can see even there, this one's a little bit clearer. In between are the renal columns. The apex of the renal pyramid is the renal papilla. And if I flex this a little bit here, you can see the renal sinus, which includes the minor calyx or calyces. There's several of them in here. When you pull back, you can see them a little bit better, which empty into then the major calyces of the renal sinus, the renal pelvis. I did identify, let me grab some tweezers, what looked to be blood vessels. I'm not entirely sure if it's the artery or the renal vein, but there's one here. Let's see if I can pinch it open just a little bit. There. And then it looks like another one here. I believe the renal artery is the larger, the thicker walls, so I'm not sure again which is which. If they had been injected, we would have been able to see the red or blue. But yeah, this might have been my favorite dissection because I could actually see everything that we were supposed to see, at least on this organ. So cortex, medulla, my probe, pyramid, papilla is the apex, the columns in between the pyramids, that one kind of disappears up under there, the renal sinus with the minor calyx or calyces. I had a couple that were pretty good. If I flex them, then you can see them more. Which empty into the major calyces, the renal pelvis, which is continuous with the ureter here. And then, like I said, kind of got a view of the blood vessels, but I really can't identify them clearly to know which is which. I think that I have covered all of the major aspects I was supposed to. Thank you for watching.